Here's 3 harsh boxing truths you need to learn now and not later. Now, I'm Cody from Ring Ready Boxing, and today I want to talk about 3 harsh boxing truths which you need to learn now and not later on, before it's kind of too late. So I've made the mistakes, I've learned some lessons, and I thought I'd share them with you now, because if you're early on in your boxing journey, you can learn these lessons as soon as possible and not make the mistakes that I did, and essentially fast track yourself further forward. Number 1, you have to be ready to adapt. Now, what I mean by that is if you're going in and sparring, or if you compete, for example, within boxing or any martial arts, you've got to be ready to adapt. We've obviously all got our own combos we love to throw, our own style we like to have, and sometimes we like to do things one way, which isn't bad, because I do think you need to find what works best for you as you can develop on that skill and get better. For example, if you like to sit back and box long with your straight shots, jab and move, then obviously the more you practice that, the better you're going to get, right? Or you might prefer to fight on the front foot, coming forward, moving your head a lot, getting on the inside. We all have our own little styles that we like to have usually, but you've got to be ready to adapt, because not every opponent is going to box you the same way, or give you the same looks, or give you the comfortability that you might want. Sometimes you might be really good at boxing on the back foot, then you get someone that just comes forward, charges at you, and you just can't keep them away, and they're really rough, they're really strong, your jab isn't working anymore, and you've got to grit down and find something different to do. So you can't rely on one style. You have to be ready to adapt. No matter what style you've got to be ready to switch it up just like that and be able to adapt on the spot very quickly. You haven't got time to think. You've got to learn to adapt very quickly within this sport. Harsh truth number 2, there's always a level up from you, whether that's to do with your boxing ability, your technique, fitness, experience, whatever it may be. There's always going to be someone a level above you. Even if you're number 1 in the world professionally, there's still someone a weight above you which could still be better than you. So always have it in your head that you can always improve and you're not at your best. You know, I want to make sure that you never think you're a completed book. You know, always strive to learn more, become better, and don't get too ahead of yourself. I want you to be confident in your ability, like everyone should be, because obviously if you're not confident, well, you're pretty done for. But essentially, you need to know that people are going to be better than you at times. There's going to be people with more experience, but that's okay. Like, that's completely fine. That's the fun of this sport. You can always improve, and it's always nice to know that, right, although I'm really good now and I've improved so much in the past 6 months, I've still got loads more work to do, which to me is really, really humbling and actually quite fun to know, because you can always get better. You can always be that little bit faster. You can always move your head that bit better, move your feet better. No matter what it is, you can improve. And that's just down to you to go do the work and do it. Accept that you're not the best, but still have that confidence where you know you are good and you've got that experience and the skill level needed. But accept the fact you can still learn more, because I think that's a beautiful thing about the sport. Be confident in your ability, but still love the fact that you can always improve. Harsh truth number 3, the more you shut up and stop complaining, the more you improve. Essentially, you just need to do the work that needs to be done. I've seen it over and over, time and time again, where people come into the boxing gym and they just whinge, complain, they do 8 press-ups when they've been asked to do 10, they're skipping work, they're not running, it's just ridiculous. At the end of the day, you need to hold yourself accountable for your own actions. If you want to improve quick, take on board the advice you can get from coaches, from people who are further ahead in their journey than you, and shut up complaining and just get to work. Keep your mouth shut and just crack on. Don't be wandering around and, you know, not having that self-competence. You need to shut up, get on with the work, and I guarantee you will improve more. So I do notice a lot, sometimes it is the more quiet people who just crack on are actually the ones who improve the quickest, whereas if you complain all the time, you're just making a job harder for yourself and the people around you. Be sure to keep your mouth shut and crack on with the work, because no one likes someone that just whinges all the time anyway, and you've got work to do. So you can spend more time whinging when that time could be used to just get on with the work. Because if you don't like something in your training, maybe it's hard, you know, maybe doing your running is hard, I get that, but things are going to be hard in boxing. It's the hardest sport in the world. So you need to make sure you're embracing that adaptation, embracing that change, and actually pushing your body through it and just getting on with it. And you'll find you improve so much quicker if you just stop whinging and stop complaining about everything you need to be doing. Now that's going to wrap up the 3 harsh truths that I wanted to speak about today. I hope you found that useful when you've took something on board there. Now, if there's anything else you want to add to that, then put it down in the comments below. I would love to know what you think on an opinion like this. This is just 3 truths which I believe needed to be shared. If you're new to boxing or you're only a little bit into your journey, then I think you should know these truths as soon as possible rather than later so you can progress quickly. But either way, I'm Cody from Ring Ready Boxing. Please like and subscribe, and I will catch you later.